If you've ever thought that having some sort of bulletproof protection you could wear would be a good idea in today's world, but a regular bulletproof vest is just too bulky and doesn't fit what you need, I really think you're going to like today's video. We're going to take a look at a very concealable, very comfortable, wearable level 3A bulletproof protection from the folks at Premier Body Armor. I'm talking about the Everyday Armor t-shirt. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Today's video is sponsored by Hog Holsters, the concealed carry holster I carry every single day of my life. Hog holsters are made in the USA in Arizona, and they are without a doubt the most comfortable concealable holster I've ever tested. Once I found Hog, I just stopped looking. So you can save 10% on your order at Hog Holsters, over 20 bucks, by using the coupon code Survival on Purpose, all one word. That's hogholsters.com. Thanks to Hog Holsters for sponsoring today's video. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. And thanks to the folks at Premier Body Armor for sending me one of their Everyday Armor 2.0 bulletproof t-shirt sets so I could show it to you. And I first learned about the folks at Premier Body Armor from a couple of friends I met at a tactical response, tactical instructor training class, folks at Prepared Patriot NC. Great folks up there. If you're up in North Carolina and want to take some great training, they are a great place to go and really good people. Then I met the folks at Premier Body Armor at SHOT Show and kind of started a relationship with them. So I have to admit that the idea of a bulletproof t-shirt was pretty cool, I thought. Of course, what I really thought about was immediately was the bulletproof suit in John Wick 2 and how the tailor told him, 0 penetration, however, quite painful, I'm afraid. Horrible accent, I'm sorry, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the folks at Premier Body Armor were kind enough to send me one of theirs so I could check it out. And they sent me an extra bulletproof panel to shoot. It said, shoot me on it, just to test it out so I didn't have to tear up the shirt and I could actually wear it, which is not a bad idea for me because I'm on a security team at church and this is something I could wear that's not really obtrusive, but it might be a good idea. And I've been wearing this thing for a couple of hours now and it's very comfortable and it's not hot or anything. I wore it yesterday. I've been wearing it for a couple of hours today. So they've also offered a 10% discount to you by using the coupon code SOP10 at premierbodyarmor.com. You know what it is. And I got that. I've got to give Jared from Guns and Gear a little credit for that YouTube workaround. And anyway, that's enough said about that. So anyway, let's take a closer look at this Everyday Armor t-shirt, and then we'll get to the range and do some real world testing. And my new friend Bob here is going to help us test. So that should be interesting. So anyway, let's talk about this t-shirt. Okay, so here is the shirt with panels inserted both front and back. The shirt itself is made by a company called One Enemy and using their proprietary moisture-wicking antimicrobial fabric, which is a blend of 92% polyester and 8% elastane. The shirt itself is made in China. The ballistic panels are made in the USA. So you can see the shirt features a complete boxed-in support reinforcement for the actual ballistic panel, plus these integral straps that go on front and back. These right here on the side, I'm trying not to block my microphone, they go all the way over the shoulder and just help provide support for those panels, which are not really, really heavy. This is a large shirt. It weighs with the panels just 2.5 pounds. So that is pretty stinking good for that level, for level 3A protection. Level 3A, by the way, is designed to stop most handgun calibers up to 44 Magnum. So that's the exterior. Just to show you the interior of this thing. It's very, very simple. There's let me see if I can turn it inside out. So it's just got pockets here. The pocket is actually loads from the bottom, and then it's got this little reinforced I guess pocket that sits in. So no problem that coming out of there. You can see the reinforcement goes all the way over. This is one piece of the support strap goes all the way over, all the way down. So it's kind of like shoulder straps across, which is pretty cool. So the ballistic panels are 7 3/4 by 12 3/4, and they're designed to cover what they call the cardiac box, which is the most, I guess, the most potentially deadly area to be shot in. And like everything in life, there are compromises. So in order to get the lightweight concealability and all that of the t-shirt, you're not going to get side protection, but it basically covers up, you know, your heart and your lungs and this vital area in here. So front and back. So that's pretty good, because really I'll quote Bruce Lee: the first thing to do if you're attacked is to run away if you can. So, and you might think that sounds silly or chicken or whatever, but I'd much rather run away than have a shootout with somebody. So anyway, but this provides a little level of protection either way. So I've got this. They sent me, as I said, this sample one. This is the same exact material, the same thickness, the same level 3A, just a little bit different size, because they basically, they don't want me shooting up my new shirt. So why don't we take this, and we're gonna figure out a way for my new friend Bob here. He's volunteered, believe it or not. He's a brave man to wear this thing. And let me, come on over here, Bob, say hello. He's gonna wear this, and we're gonna see how well it works at the old range. So why don't we do that, and then we'll come back and wrap this thing up. Okay, so I've got this pad they said shoot me on. This is the exact same pad, just a little bit different size, that is in the t-shirt. We're gonna put this on Bob and see how well he fares. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with 38, just a hollow point, jacket to hollow point. And from about right here, is this okay with you? Here we go. Let's see. See if we can see where we hit. Right there. I can feel the shell in there, and no holes in Bob. These were already here, by the way. These two marks right here, this mark here was for some prior testing. No holes in Bob, no holes in the back. So let's try 9mm. Okay, now we're gonna try 9mm, my regular carry ammo, 115 grain solid copper hollow point projectile from Gorilla Ammo. I'm rushing because it's raining, but there's another hole, another projectile. No holes in Bob. Let's get a little bigger. Okay, now we got a 45. We're just gonna go with a round ball. There's another hole, another lump. No holes in Bob. But he's gonna feel this tomorrow. Okay, got a 10mm EAS Witness I borrowed from a friend of mine with these bullets in it. So this thing's a house. Let's see what happens. That one knocked it completely off the duct tape that I had holding it around Bob's neck, but no holes in Bob. And we got some definite lumps in here. So I'm gonna try to get this thing on here one more time. We got a 44 Magnum. Okay, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. At least I have. This is the 44 Magnum. At one time, the most powerful handgun in the world, according to Dirty Harry. Still a pretty big hoss. Let's see how well Bob handles it. Are we ready? Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Okay, so this is what the 44 Magnum did to this pad. But it's in there. Like it's still in there. And there's no holes in Bob. But man, oh, Bob is gonna be sore, sore, sore. Okay, so Bob is taking one for the team. He's bruised, but he's not undefeated. I think Bob might be a Marine. But either way, This thing is not only bulletproof, it is also slash and stab proof, it says. So we're gonna see how well Bob handles that, because that's a whole nother level of mean. Oh man, I think that one got through to Bob. Oh yeah, Bob just got cut. So that, of course, now to be fair, that was where it was all shooting was done. So let's try it down low here. Okay, Bob's got a couple of slices there, but it helped a little bit. So let's see if we can cut this thing open and see if we can find some bullets. There's one. Look at that bad boy right there. Ain't that pretty? There's one right in here too. Here's one. I believe this is the 9mm solid copper from my 9mm. So anyway, the moral of the story is, as far as the knives go, it's probably pretty decent protection if you haven't already been shot all to pieces. If you have, I don't think the knife protection is going to matter. Okay, well, that was a hopefully pretty interesting test of the ballistic panels, the same kind of ballistic panels that are in this bulletproof t-shirt, this armored t-shirt from the folks at Premier Body Armor. And just to show you, so there's no funny business here, this is the panel we shot. This is the sample panel. And this is the one of the panels from the t-shirt itself. And you can see they are the same thickness. Everything's the same about these, except this one's just a little bit different size, and they sent me this one just to shoot. I guess this is one they had more of. I don't know, but as you saw, this thing literally stopped everything up to and including a .44 Magnum. And when I say stopped, I mean it prevented penetration into Bob. Man, Bob, bless his heart, he has got a couple of bruises. He's pretty beat up, but he's still breathing. Well, if he was ever breathing, he would still be breathing. We'll put it that way. But I did kind of screw up a little bit on the stab test, because I went to a stabbing right where everything had been shot, so the integrity of this thing was pretty much screwed up. And even when I tried to stab down at the bottom, it did kind of it did penetrate a little. Well, I'm trying to see where it penetrated, because I tried to stab through at the bottom, and I can't really see any penetration. I can see right back here, that little slash. That's where I stabbed through, but that's also where all the bullets were. There's also some stuff down here. You want to cut it open and see what's in there? Let's just do that. Oh, you're gonna like this. Let me give you a little close-up of this. So this is a pretty nice little mushroom. So look at that one there. That is like almost a perfect mushroom, just like something out of a magazine. I want to say, look at the bullet on that. I want to say this was the 10mm, and this was probably the man, I want to say that looks like a 9mm, but so there's two prevented penetrations. So I got to say, I'm pretty stinking impressed with this. Now again, just to be real world, while there are no guarantees in life that this thing, you still, even if you're wearing this and you got shot in the right place with the right caliber, that it wouldn't cause some sort of damage to your body. Even, you know, if you get shot center mass with a .44 Magnum wearing this thing, it potentially maybe could crack your sternum or something. I don't know. But I do know this, that based on the testing I just did, you got a whole lot better chance of surviving if you got this than if you don't, because it did stop everything up to and including a .44 Magnum. And what I especially like is that you can have that level of protection in a t-shirt that you can wear unobtrusively, as you saw at the beginning of the video, unobtrusively under your clothing. Doesn't really stand out. Doesn't look like you're wearing anything special, and yet you can have protection from handgun rounds up to and including .44 Magnum. I just think that's pretty cool. So again, that is the Everyday Armor T-shirt 2.0 from the folks at Premier Body Armor. Thanks to the folks at Premier Body Armor for sending me this so I could show it to you. Thanks to Bob for standing in as a dummy. And as always, 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 thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident. Be prepared. I'll see you next time.